All right, so I just did the bare line that comes from the ground block to the DC, but I did it as CPE. Now I'm going to show you. It goes through the dc6 from the D mark, and it travels 50 feet from the D mark to the actual CPE through a dc6. Well, we're going to do a dc6 first, and then we'll do a dc9. Okay, so let's start it here. Go into your hip 2, right? You go into your hip V2, you hit new, and it's still for D mark. We're going to put CPE dc6. That way I know there's a dc6. Apply, next, and we're going to go to CPE, and we're going to let it do its thing at CPE. All right, the first test, bare line with no DC, failed. There was high numbers and it failed. It was too high and it broke the limits. So after 50 feet in a DC6, it's going to come down, but it's not going to come down enough. You can see it. You can already see it popping up right here. So those are still too high with a DC6. And this is why it's important. I wanted to show you guys this live because of this. Look at this right here. The highest spike, 13.2. So we literally failed or went over the limit because of 1.2 decibels. Okay. Yep, 13.2. That's those two are the highest ones. Okay, so it's gonna do its thing. Again, it's gonna run through all its little tests here. You don't have to wait for it to finish. You can, while it's running, you can clearly see it. Just so you know, the little black bars here, like right now it's channel 61, and then we have the other black one, channel 17. Those are restricted channels, guys. The meter reading doesn't fail ever because of these channels. Okay, so wherever you're working at, it doesn't matter where you are. If you notice that you have black channels, those are the restricted channels. Okay, so I wouldn't call a supervisor or anybody talking about it's failing on channel 61 here, because that's not the case. Okay, these are restricted. They're there, but they don't count. Okay, that's why they're blacked out, because they're restricted channels right now. Maybe someday the company will reconfigure them or remodulate them for whatever they want to use it for, but currently here in Orlando they are restricted. 61 and channel 17. You can see it right there. Okay, and then this magenta colored one is the PLC driver. Nothing to do with regular channels and stuff like that. It's everyone's meter has that magenta line with those baby blue color. That's the 3.1 side of things. So, you know, look for the red. The red is what's failing. Okay, you can see it right there. All right, so our channel scan failed. You can clearly see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 channels failed. We're gonna also see those same 5 later. You can see right here, channel 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 failed, and you can see the signal right here. Now, once this is done, we're going to go into link, and we should be able to see the same thing in the link side of things, in the actual breakdown of all the information. Again, it's loading, it's doing its thing. Got to wait for it to pop up over here, and I know it takes a few minutes, but be patient, and it'll start popping up. Now here we go, we're getting all our numbers. All right, so it passed, right? It failed the channel scan, but it passed the cable modem. Now watch this. If I go to channel 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you can clearly see that between the channel scan here where it was at 13. Let's say channel 5 was at 13.2. When it did the cable modem, it showed you the other channels where they're falling. You can see right here 9.8, 9.5, 9.4, 9.9, 10.0 or 10. Okay, but watch this. If I go back, and you can see why it failed right here. Okay, so if I go to this page right here, it's showing you 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's the same thing that it shows you here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When it's all said and done, it's actually bringing it out, and it's showing you right here. So all you have to do is hit page over. Okay, 1 of 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The same thing it showed you before. Now, again, we're done with the CPE. It failed. We have a dc6, but I'm going to fix it with the dc9. So the next video is going to be with the dc9. I'm just going to hit save. I'll make sure I put testing dc6. I'll leave it at that. Apply. And then this one, testing CPE dc6. There it is. I'm gonna change it just in case because I used it earlier. dc6. So I'll just leave that one for now. It's a different name. Awesome. It's saved, and now I'm going to use a dc9, and we're going to balance everything out, and everything is going to pass at the CPE with flying colors. See you soon.